All right, guys, so Fear of God and Adidas are back. And this time around, they've got the Fear of God Athletics 2 basketball. Now, did they get it right this time?
Well, they say third time's a charm, so maybe by
I know,
then,
maybe by the third one. We'll see.
with the 3 stripes.
Yeah, maybe by the third one. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today, we got a detailed look and breakdown on the Fear of God and Adidas collaboration. This is called the Athletics 2 basketball. So this is their second iteration of a basketball sneaker, or their second attempt, at least underneath that Adidas and Fear of God collab thing they got going on. I don't want to say that this is worse than the original version. It's definitely a little bit better, I'll say that for sure. But is it like a true, like, yo, these are going to be a fantastic basketball shoe type of sneaker? And it doesn't feel like that. I will tell you that right off the bat. This still feels like more fashion over function. And for anything that's just labeled athletics and basketball, like, that shouldn't be the case. I got a lot of heat from the last video from people being like, oh, the dude that designed them and stuff said that, like, it's not the real basketball shoe, that's gonna be the next one. And it's like, well, hey, pro tip, don't name your shoe basketball if it's not for fucking basketball, because you get a basketball player around and they're gonna be like, oh, nice, a basketball shoe. Or like this one, you put it on D Rose and you use him as all of the promotional images and stuff, and so a basketball player is gonna think, hey, look, a new basketball shoe. So yeah, if it's not really meant for basketball, how about we not label it basketball? Call it like almost basketball, or looks like basketball, or inspired by basketball. That's my favorite one. Oh, we've got a new lifestyle shoe inspired by basketball. Now, as far as visuals go, do I like this one more than the original? I don't know. I definitely like this low top more than the high top. The high top looks like it's got an ankle brace built in, but one that's completely useless. I do still kind of like the original shoe's looks better though, I will say. I like the 3-stripe cage. I like the little toe color thing and all that stuff. I dug that. I thought that they looked really good. These also look pretty good too. Again, fashion over function, probably. But is it gonna be a high octane performer? It just does not feel like that. Can they be used on a basketball court though? That's, I guess, the main question. And I would say yes, it's just with an asterisk, like, hey, it's not gonna be the best performer, but it'll get the job done. Now, the traction does feel very good. So does the rubber, so I'll give it that. It also feels like it'd be great outdoors. Not that I would take something like this outside because they were mad expensive, but I'm just saying in terms of like being standard as far as like how we look and review shoes in every video, I'm gonna do the same thing here, whether it's a $250 sneaker or a $49 sneaker. And so the rubber looks and feels good. So does the pattern. It's a radial pattern, but it's also wavy. So not only is it gonna cover you in linear fashion, but also that lateral fashion too. So when you do like a jab step or a side step, a cut, changes of direction. So yeah, the traction feels like it's going to be probably the best part of the shoe. I will say that the rest of the shoe does feel very stiff and cumbersome, so you won't be moving too fast, so the traction will probably be good. Now, the cushion is, I would say, an upgrade for sure compared to the original, because the original was featuring a full-on rubber cup sole that negated all the cushioning aspects that they used within the sneaker itself. However, these take a playbook out of Adidas's past with shoes like the Crazy Explosive, the Harden 1, and things like that, like all those original Boost basketball shoes, where it is caged on one side, aka the lateral side, and then it's fully exposed on the medial side, so you allow that cushion to move and do what it does, you know, like be cushion. As far as what that cushion is, it is light strike, it is full length, it's a little chunky, you do sit a little high off the floor, so court feel gets sacrificed in that sense. But does it feel fluid? Does it feel bouncy? Does it feel like the light strike used in the Dame 9? No, the Dame 9 is beastly. Like, this thing is mad comfortable and they're very fluid. You feel very fast and nimble. And on top of that, any heel strikes, despite the rubber wrapping up the back of the shoe, it's not fully cupped like this, so it doesn't feel hard as shit. But yeah, the cushion, I'd say it's meh. It's not like great, it's not horrible. It's there, but not really. And then for those of you guys curious, this is the insole. It is a piece of shit, just like every other Adidas insole, so that's not a big surprise there. But that does bring us to today's sponsor, which is Aurora, which is a brand new insole to the market, one of which that they're calling a super insole because of all of the tech features that they've used. Now, these Aurora insoles are brought to you by Aris, a company that revolutionized the carbon fiber game, especially within performance footwear. The first thing to note is that the insole itself is made out of Pebax foam, and Pebax is just super comfortable. It's very durable, and that was one of the main aspects in them choosing to use Pebax as an insole foam because they're tired of just that whole like, oh yeah, let's trick you with the step-in comfort aspect that goes away after 5 wears. Instead, they're giving you something that's gonna last quite a long time. And on top of that, I'm sure that you guys can see the design that is placed right underneath this insole, and that is their carbon fiber plate. Now, this isn't a run faster, jump higher type of plate. It's not trying to claim anything that it isn't. However, this is something that you still see today in modern running footwear. So a lot of those super shoes are using stuff like this sandwiched in between their midsoles, and now you get to put it inside of any shoe that you want. It's meant to maximize energy return and give you a nice little snappy feel underfoot without being cumbersome. So this thing right here, even though it's full on carbon fiber, it is very flexible. I would not consider this as additional torsional support just because you can twist it. It is hollow inside. It's really meant for forward momentum. Aurora is also offering a 30-day return policy, so you can buy this, try it out, and if you don't like it, send it back plus feedback, and they will use that on future products. And if you do like it, obviously you could keep it and we're good to go. Now, this insole that I grabbed from them is actually the size 9 to 9.5 range. That's how everything is listed on their site. It'll be like 6 to 6.5, 7 to 7.5, and so on. What I would recommend is that you get the smaller size. I wear a true size 9, and this thing is a little bit long for all of my size 9 shoes. However, these guys right here, I did buy in a 9.5, and the insole and everything, and it fits in the shoe perfectly. So I would say go with the smaller size if you wanted to try it out. If you wear a size 9, order the 8 to 8.5 size. And if you're interested in trying these things out, all you got to do is click the link down below in our description box. It'll send you over to their website where you can check everything out, see if you like it, and again, use their 30-day return policy just in case you don't. Now, the materials on these things are really interesting because the description that Adidas used, and I did grab screenshots, this is from not just their website description, but also like their social images and everything, where they did a really cool like video where it blows the shoe up. I love that stuff. But they said that the overlay material was a premium suede, and I don't think so. Like, I've never felt suede that felt like felt that was premium. I felt felt that felt like felt, but I've never felt suede that felt like felt. And I don't understand how you would bond premium suede to textile like this unless it was synthetic. Like, it's got to be glue based and have a little bit of TPU in there and stuff like that. So yeah, this to me just, it doesn't feel like it's premium suede at all. It feels like it's synthetic suede, AKA felt. And then they said that it was premium suede. So yeah. The tongue is not just gusseted, it's a full-on sleeve. So this thing, it doesn't move, okay? So it's not hard to get into. I'm just letting you guys know that some people don't like that. If you don't like that, it's on here, so maybe don't buy these. But like, if you do like that, try them out. You might dig it. They do remind me a little bit of Nike's Torch system, actually. You got a cool little honeycomb design in there. It doesn't feel quite as nice as the original Torch system. It's not as thick of padding and everything like that, but it is in there. It will allow for a lot of breathability. It just won't allow for a lot of relief on the lace pressure aspect. But the laces are thick, they're round, so you shouldn't get a ton of lace pressure either way. In terms of support, there is a internal heel counter. It doesn't feel super substantial, but it does feel good enough for the sport of basketball. There's also an internal torsional plate as well. It's kind of like their little X-frame that they like to use and stuff like that. So it is underneath the insole in between the strobel and the midsole itself. And then obviously the full-on lateral like cup sole that they've got right here is for additional support. That'll also really help with torsional support because this shoe, you can't move it. It's a brick. As far as sizing is concerned, the first version fit stupid tight. So going up half a size was a necessity. These, I assumed, was the same thing. That's not the case. So I ordered a size up than I should have. True to size will be good to go for most people. If you're a super wide footer, good luck, because you're going to be sitting inside of this rubber cup sole and stuff, so that might hurt your foot a little bit. But the materials are soft enough to accommodate, so again, good luck, fingers crossed. Now, with all of that being said, do we have time for a question of the day?
Does everyone take turns watching each other open gifts individually, or is it an absolute free-for-all?
You want to answer this one? Because this is your thing.
I know.
I would love a free-for-all, but in your family, it's a let's watch you open your gift and have no reaction.
What?
You have reactions, our kids don't.
Well, I spent all that time wrapping it. I want to see them opened.
I know that they get opened.
I grew up where that's how we did things. Mm-hmm. On Christmas Eve every year, we really disappoint my dad because that's like the big
it starts off
extended
family.
Yeah,
it starts off with everybody's getting one, but then it's like, bro,
by the end of it, you're just yelling across the room trying to get so-and-so's attention to thank them. It's a mess. And so yes, Christmas morning, we have our cinnamon rolls baking in the oven, our Christmas music in the air. our little mugs of hot beverages, and you sit there and go, here's one present. They open it, you say thank you, and then somebody else gets a present.
So yeah, but I would prefer it just to be a speed round and be like, here's everybody's stuff, enjoy.
That's what the stockings are.
And that's fun.
Well, there you go. We each get our way.
I guess. What about you guys? Sound off below in the comment section. Also, sound off below and let us know what you think about the Fear of God Athletics 2 basketball shoe. Do you think that this is a better attempt at a basketball sneaker? If you say yes, I would agree with you. Is it a great attempt at a basketball sneaker? If you say yes, I would disagree with you because it's just not quite there yet. Maybe the third one will be awesome. I'm at least hoping that it will be. But I would love to know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Please leave them in there. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will catch you guys in the next one. So until then, y'all have a good one.